Napoleon wasn't just a conqueror, he reshaped the world in ways that still affect us today. Stick around to discover 10 surprising things he did. The Napoleonic Code, 1804. Napoleon didn't just win battles, he rewrote the rules for society. In 1804, he introduced the Napoleonic Code, a set of laws that guaranteed civil rights, equality before the law, and protected private property. This wasn't just a French thing. His code influenced legal systems all over the world, and to this day, we still see the impact of Napoleon's vision for justice. He revamped education. Napoleon was a guy who loved to train future leaders. He established lycées, special schools designed to educate the brightest minds of France, especially future military officers and government officials. It was his way of ensuring that France had the best brains running the country, not just in his time, but for generations to come. He made peace with the Church, Concordat of 1801. France had been fighting with the Catholic Church for years, but Napoleon stepped in to fix that. With the Concordat of 1801, he made peace with the Church while also making sure the state had the final say. This brought stability to a relationship that had been causing chaos for a while, and of course, it kept Napoleon in control. Master of strategy, his great battles. Napoleon wasn't just good at war, he was a genius at it. His strategies in battles like Austerlitz and Jena are still studied by military leaders today. At the height of his power, he controlled almost all of Europe. Sure, it didn't last forever, but you've got to admit, conquering that much territory takes some serious skill. He crowned himself emperor, 1804. In a bold move, Napoleon didn't just become emperor, he crowned himself. In 1704, he held a grand ceremony where, instead of letting the Pope place the crown on his head, Napoleon did it himself. It was a clear message. Napoleon's power was his own. He had fully transformed from revolutionary leader to the supreme ruler of France, founded the Bank of France. Money makes the world go round, and Napoleon knew it. He founded the Bank of France to stabilize the country's economy after years of financial chaos. This move was crucial in rebuilding France's financial system, and guess what? The bank is still around today, helping to shape modern banking. He loved the metric system. Ever wondered why we use the metric system? Well, you can thank Napoleon for spreading it across Europe. He was a huge fan of its simplicity and efficiency, and thanks to him, the metric system became the standard in many parts of the world. Imagine how much harder science and trade would be without it. Built roads, bridges, and more. Napoleon wasn't just about war, he was also all about building. He invested in public works, constructing roads, bridges, and canals all over France. This helped boost trade, transportation, and of course, made it easier for his armies to move around. His infrastructure projects still benefit the country today. He was a patron of the arts. Napoleon didn't just appreciate art, he actively supported it. He commissioned famous monuments like the Arc de Triomphe and expanded the Louvre Museum, turning it into one of the greatest museums in the world. Napoleon understood that art was a powerful way to celebrate his victories and shape his legacy. Reformed the French government. Lastly, Napoleon reorganized France's entire administrative system. He divided the country into departments and appointed prefects to manage them. This brought a new level of efficiency to the government, making sure everything ran smoothly and giving him even tighter control over the country. If you found these facts about Napoleon as fascinating as we did, hit the subscribe button. And if you know any other cool Napoleon facts, drop them in the comments. We'd love to hear what you think.